It's like I don't even know what I'm doing. That's amazing. Okay. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the USS Sovereign, our Star Trek Adventures RPG live play featuring the wonderful hosts of P1 Armada. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Game
No
Master Tony.
Picard. No Picard spoilers.
Are you?
Game Master Tony.
Yes, Captain
Sarah,
Shepard.
Sarah won't give my dice back.
Well,
That's Harrison, you deal with it.
Commander, I order you to give me my dice back.
So let's just make a note that during this mission, the science officer was insubordinate. So during your level up, during your post mission level up, just remember that.
You're gonna get reprimand.
All right.
You unethically held the dice.
Everyone who was expecting Sovek or either Sovek or Sayar to get the first insubordination charge in this campaign in the betting pool, you just lost.
It has a cute little dinosaur in it.
That's
Now we have to
adorable.
show it to us. Come on.
Speaking of
Hold it
cute
up,
little
hold it up.
dinosaurs, let's give a shout out to everybody who has joined us tonight, which would be Lord
Me.
Ford, Captain BG, Hyperhydra, Selaknar, Wolf Puck, Collision, a name I don't know if I can pronounce, Gumba.
Gumball.
Gumball
Gumball
Kinnison. Oh, there we go. Yep. So hello everybody and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. It's gonna be, I can tell it's gonna be a fun one. If you weren't with us last week, the crew of the USS Sovereign wrapped up their latest mission in assisting a mining operation. And they had a run-in with some Packlids, and then at the very end of the mission, we sort of cut to the bridge of the Packlid ship. A mysterious figure that we only see the silhouette of appeared on screen with some pointy ears, some familiar pointy ears, and asked if the Packlids had acquired something, and the crew did run into a MacGuffin at one point during their mission, so maybe that's what they were looking for.
And then we were attacked by sneezes.
Apparently.
That happened off screen, though. You guys didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Not canon.
No, I'm
That wasn't
watching
on
it
screen.
right now.
Excuse me. Yes, but Lance, you can see a lot more of what they can see. They can only see to about here.
I'm watching the Twitch stream too.
Oh, you saw me sneeze?
Yeah, we all saw
yeah.
you sneeze.
Yeah.
We all saw that.
Whatever. Anyway, sorry.
That's gonna be a
You
that's
have
gonna
no
be a
secrets.
TikTok later this week. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. And,
And James will have made it.
it'll be atch.
Hang on, let me take a sip of my delicious ranch water.
Oh,
That still
no.
sounds like a euphemism.
Oh, my.
So yes,
And by the way, hold on, real quick. A run-in with the Packlid ship. We're just gonna glaze over the amazing piloting of the
Yeah,
Sovereign.
ridiculous, like, barrel rolls. Yeah, freaking pilot maneuvers.
there
from Star Trek
was
Online going on.
the
Did you use the joystick though?
like Panda, you just beat me to the joke. Seriously?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if he used his Riker stick.
He actually has a joystick.
Yes.
Oh my God,
amazing
he's actually
find
got
by the
one.
pilot.
Yes.
So
I'm
I mean,
prepared.
let's be honest, who hasn't used the Riker stick?
Not
Oh
without
my.
breaking the Prime Directive.
Ooh.
I like how the production just bought a flight stick for that movie. It was great.
yeah. So the Packlids did not acquire whatever it is they were looking for, and they were destroyed. So that's the mysterious ending to the previous mission. So now The USS Sovereign has set course further into the Delphic expanse in the direction that a mysterious asteroid came from that contained some unstable dilithium-like material. And so that's where we start this evening. So I presume everybody is on the bridge. Yes?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? It's you. It's you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We'll put Dogtanian
Yes.
in
I
this.
thought
Yes, there he is.
Oh boy.
Actually, he should,
Oh
he
my-
should be Captain Shepard's right-hand man, not Sylvan. Sorry.
Who's a good boy number one? That's it. You're number one, Dogtanian. That's right. Yes, you are. Why don't you go sit on Sovek's lap and you can be an actual number one? That's a good boy. Such a good boy. Sovek loves you, really. Yes, that's right.
Why don't you
Yes.
go vaporize?
Yes, go say hello to Uncle Sovek. That's right.
Number one, it's time to meet number two.
I am so sorry he did that. I swear I just got him trained. Yeah, I'll clean that off. Bad Dogtanian, bad. Don't do that. Don't.
If I'm no longer needed, sir, I will leave the bridge.
You are no longer needed.
Sovek just walks off the bridge.
Like, generally or just right now?
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Commander Tender,
Yeah.
can you tell me what is Dogtanian thinking?
You want to know what he's thinking right now?
I want to know how much of his original intelligence is maintained, and how much is just my old beagle.
Okay.
I understand you.
So
I understand
Temna-
you have I understand you have telepathic abilities.
Yeah, she's about to
Yeah.
use them. So Temna uses her telepathic abilities, and her senses will be private message to her in just a moment.
Lord Ford, my goodness. I am both amused and horrified by the captain of this ship.
Considering what he's just done, do you really want to know what he's thinking?
Yes, I want to know if he's upset with Sovek. Well, know what?
Is it an accident that there's a Captain Shepard on the bridge and one in the sickbay at the same time, or is this a subplot we
Wait,
haven't explored yet?
Two Captain. Oh, there are two Captain Shepard tokens.
Oh,
Oops.
how did I get here?
Oh, are they? Whoops. Sorry.
How? Hello? Hello? Oh, they deleted the.
Captain? Captain Shepard?
One down, one to go.
Did anyone hear?
Captain
Did
Shep-
anyone? Did anyone hear that
Captain
voice that
Shepard?
sounded like? Yes. Trailer.
We are approaching the coordinates that you requested. I could use a preliminary scan to make sure I dropped the ship out of warp at a.
Oh, we're not there. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there
No,
yet.
no.
Well,
So-
we do need a scan or something.
So Temna is all in good time, sir. All in good time. We're moving at the speed of plot. Don't worry. So Temna uses her senses to read Dogtanian's thoughts.
Okay, so cheese is on his mind. E equals MC squared. He smells lavender, and the gravitational constant of the universe is, and that's when his mind drifted.
Oh. Well, at least we know that. That's good.
Oh, and cheese again.
I think that's enough information.
Can I stop reading his
yes,
mind?
yes, Commander. You can stop reading his mind. I don't know what's wrong with him. He shouldn't be acting this way on the bridge. I'm going to take him for a walk. I think I'll go to engineering. Chief, why don't you walk with me?
Once again, sir, I'm afraid you're going to have to be more specific.
Master Chief.
Thank you.
Or, to make things not confusing, I mean, I'm cool with the chief thing between the two cats. The rest of you call me lieutenant.
Okay, you're lieutenant. I'm gonna call Sayard Master Chief. Come on, Master Chief. Let's go for a walk to engineering. I want to go stare at the warp core. Trailer.
A palpable sense of blinking before he acknowledges.
And trailer. You got the bridge.
Yes, Captain.
So Captain Shepard and Sayar and Dogtanian walk to the turbo lift and request engineering. Trailar gets up, takes his station. Ensign Foster comes over and takes over for him at the con. Trailar takes command. Is there anything anybody on the bridge wants to do?
Yeah, I want to. Commander Temna, can you please give me a preliminary scan of our destination coordinates?
Okay.
So, Temna. Oh, what happened? Why is there another one?
Delay that order.
What are you doing? You're gone. You don't know what's going on.
That's all right. It's mirror month.
Trash. Okay.
Oh, I really wish I could do that. Oh well.
So Temna punches in on her console and brings up the map of their trajectory and does a scan a few sectors out. And I will reveal that information now.
There's a planet.
I'll uncover a little bit more down this way because it's closer to.
What was our destination cell? I forget.
You're basically the direction that the ship is heading is pretty much your trajectory. Basically, like deeper into. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Basically, deeper into the expanse. And it'll. I mean, there is that one planet there, but it appears as though there's not much else in the direction you're heading. So it'll take quite a while to reach another point of interest.
Did our scan reveal anything about the planet itself, or do we need to do a more detailed scan?
You'd have to do a more detailed scan.
Yeah, Commander Temna, can you give me a detailed scan of the planet in Sector 1010?
Okay.
Oops, sorry. So that'll be a so it'll be a science reason. With a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
And you currently have no momentum.
That's 2 successes.
Sorry, my phone started ringing. I don't know why. All right, so you punch in on the console, and you do a detailed scan of the
planet.
Oh, so sorry, I was reading chat. So Salaknar, if you go back several episodes, there was a Dogtanian episode where they ended up in the Arboretum, and it didn't go too well for Dogtanian. So, Temna does a scan of the planet, the planetary system. It reveals a planetoid system, 3 planets. 2 appear to be Minchara class, inhabitable. No signs of life or civilization or anything other than just general flora and fauna.
All right. Well, you can. Well, actually, I will hail Captain Shepard, but you can do his scene.
All right. Anybody else on the bridge like to do anything?
No.
Let's see. Who's on the bridge? I guess it's just Temna and Hassar. So you guys are all set? You guys are good? All right. So we'll cut to engineering. And, I thought I had an engineering one. I guess I don't. So we'll cut to engineering. And the engineering doors open. And in walks Captain Shepard with Dogtanian and Chief Sire. Unless you guys want to talk in the turbo lift and on the way. It's up to you guys.
How are you doing, Chief?
I've been repeatedly assured that there's no lasting brain damage from the last mission, so other than that, largely normal, sir. Thank you.
That's good. How have you been doing otherwise? And by that, I'm just between the two of us. Have you been thinking about your past at all? So I don't want to sound too intrusive.
Generally, sir, I manage not to reflect on it too much. I prefer to leave that buried in the past where it belongs.
Of course. Yeah. Well,
I will admit, though, our experience on the asteroid did bring back some memories of prolonged life in 0G, and didn't think I would miss it, honestly, but felt oddly nostalgic, all things considered.
what about our time on the NX class? How was that?
That was not quite so nostalgic, trying to break up what was 10 seconds away from becoming a lynch mob.
Well, I just wanted to say, Chief, you have performed incredibly these last few missions, and I didn't think the ship would still be around without you. So I just want to let you know that in my mind, I'm thinking about giving you a promotion, and I wanted to ask how you felt about that idea.
Oh, sir, there's not really a rank above Master Chief Specialist, so
Well, a
extra
common
gold
day,
s- an extra
An-
gold
an-
star.
an extra gold star, I guess.
Yeah. How lovely. My report card will be excellent this year.
I'm sorry, Chief.
But no, seriously, what?
And then Dogtanyan begins to pee on them both.
Oh, for
Note to GM: sound effect for dog pissing.
Just then, Trailar's hail comes in from the bridge.
Captain Shepard, this is the bridge to Captain Shepard.
What is it, Trailar?
Yes, Commander Temna has performed a scan. We have located a nearby planetary system which has 2 M-class planets. Other scans show there's not much ahead of us in the course that we're taking. Would you like to investigate the 2 planets?
Do they look like they have any sort of grassy area where one could take a dog?
2 M-class planets with, from what we can tell, no civilization.
Great. I think it's time for maybe a little bit of shore leave, especially for this one. I'm so sorry, Chief.
Chief Sayer has gone over to the auxiliary transporter controls and is trying to transport the urine off them into space. It's easier than dry cleaning.
Trailar, set a course for the planet.
Yes, Captain. Ensign Foster, please set course for the nearest of the 2 M-class planets.
Yes, sir.
The Captain. Oh, yes,
No,
Chief.
sorry, please. can
Captain. Okay. Captain Shepard to all members of the crew. We are going to be approaching an M-class planet. Once we have scanned it to make sure there's no problems down there, we're going to stop for some shore leave. I'm sure all of you guys deserve it before we continue our investigations of the corrupt dilithium. Shepard out. What was it, Chief?
Before we head back out, I've resisted attempts at promotion before simply because, visibility is something that I've tried to avoid these many years. But I think if you think it's time, then I would in fact be honored.
That's good to know.
Thank you, sir.
We now move to Sovek, who is
Oh, we do.
move.
Thank you so
moving
much
around.
for I could probably go take a break if you want to continue to GM.
I'm so sorry. I'll stop. I'm so sorry. I'll stop. I'm just getting so excited in the role.
Yes. Selleck, would you would Sovek like to do anything? Where did we find Sovek? Where did he go?
Sovek left the bridge, and anyone paying attention may have noticed, beyond the looks of disdain he was giving to the dog thing, Sovek looked a little flustered, and Sovek went to the holodeck, made sure that the doors were locked, and is engaging in some downtime on the holodeck, attempting to relax.
Is that something you want to role play, or do you want us to move on?
There's not much to roleplay. Sovek
Okay.
is just Sovek is lying on a basically an asteroid, on an impossible asteroid that couldn't have any atmosphere. He's basically just he's enjoying the silence and the vistas around him.
So he's not borrowing a Tuvok's program, apparently.
No. He's emptying all of his surroundings of any distractions. and yes, loosely and failing to meditate. So yeah, that is what Sovek is doing.
All right. So we will cut back to the bridge. The course has been changed. So the ship is now heading to the planetary system. Does anybody want to do anything before we get there? Or are you guys all set?
No, I would just Ensign Foster put us in orbit around the planet.
So the ship leaves orbit. Leaves warp, enters the system, and you find yourselves in orbit around a. Oops, nope, that's not right.
I knew it.
You find yourself in orbit around a planet. And that should be 12, that should be 0, and that should be 0. And let me just double check, there's nothing else there. Okay. So you enter the planetary system and you head to the first M-class planet. And you are now in orbit.
So, Commander Temna, I need 2 scans. One to find an ideal landing party location to beam in, and also, please give me a scan of the surrounding system. I don't want any surprises out here and anyone creeping up on us.
Okay.
Can the ship assist with this too?
Yeah, it's a difficulty of 1, and science reason, and the ship. Let's see. Nova, why don't you roll for the ship?
Okay.
Or actually, Lance, let's have you roll for the ship since you're in command right now.
All right.
So that'll be... So the ship is Science Sensors, which is a 13 and a +1, so a 14 because of the refit. So it's Science Reason difficulty of 1 to do your scan, Science Officer.
I got 2 successes.
And I got 1 success for the ship.
1 success for the ship. All right, great. So that'll give you 2 momentum. So you punch in on the keypad. You do your sensor sweep. You find a very lovely area on the planet that appears to have several different geographical areas, some mountains, some hills, some caves, some beaches, some water, all within 100 kilometers of each other. So a really nice area to sort of explore and relax. You also do a scan of the system and the immediate space around the system, and as far as you can tell, the entire area is clear. There's nothing of note, no anomalies, no ships, no neutrino emissions, no nothing. It appears as though there's no activity in the system whatsoever.
All right, and do we have a name for this planet?
This planet is known as NVG 1374 is the name of the star. And so that's the name of the system. It's an as far as the Federation is concerned, it's an unexplored system.
This is the third planet in orbit in the system.
This is one of 3 planets. It's the second planet from the star. So the first 2 planets are habitable. The third one is not. It's a gaseous planet.
Bridge to Captain Shepard.
Shepard here.
We have entered orbit of the second planet, and we have located a good spot for landing. There's mountains, beaches, whatever you want to arrange, and we have scanned the surrounding system, and it doesn't look like there's any risks at this moment. Also, if we are going to send down landing parties, I do request to go, Captain. Be nice to stretch my wings.
I was thinking the same thing. Before we do, though, I'd like to arrange a couple of things. First off, I'd like you to ask Temna to scan for any weather patterns that could affect us. I don't want us going down and getting trapped by some sort of storm. I'd also like her to also run a scan for any life forms down there. We don't want to get eaten by a giant shark that has legs or something. Could you ask her
Land
that
shark.
for me? Yeah, some sort of land shark.
Commander Temna, can you please scan for land sharks and cocaine bears?
Okay.
Hey, Lance.
Yeah.
Candygram.
I don't know what that means.
That's from the Land Shark sketch on Saturday Night Live. The land shark tries to get into the apartment by pretending to be a candygram.
I remember now. Yeah.
All right.
I got you.
Anyway, sorry. I knew you're the only. All these other people are too young to get that stuff. So, all right. So, those will be. Well, I'll tell you the weather patterns look fine. From the previous scan, and the life form scans as well is general flora and fauna. Little critters, marsupial type creatures, maybe some like deer like creatures, but nothing really bigger than that. As far as the water is concerned, there's lots of what appear to be small aquatic creatures, but nothing really of note. It appears to be a very calm and relaxed environment.
I would like to call the chief. I'm going to call my chief engineer.
Isn't Chief Engineer with you?
Aren't you? Yeah, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still there. Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool. I wasn't sure if I'm
Sire!
still. Hey, Sire. No, Sire. Do we have any ability to replicate? I remember Captain Kirk once wore a shield device that was able to prevent that he used to wear when he was doing zero-G stuff. I was wondering if we could maybe take a couple of those with us just in case of any unexplained, hazards appear.
Equipment like that would cost momentum.
Oh, we don't have any. Okay.
You do have 2 momentum. Sorry, Sarah, do you want to bank that or?
Yeah, we can bank it.
Yeah, okay. I forgot to give you an opportunity to use it. Not that there was really much use for it at all, but specialized equipment like that will cost you momentum to purchase.
How much?
2 per 2 per thing.
No, it's not worth it, is it? Okay, well, who would like to take the first shift going down?
Pick me.
Trailer, you can go down. And I'd also like to ask Sovek to go down and take some leave. And also...
Is this a proper ask? Because Sovek is deep in his holo program, so unless someone specifically wants to get in touch with him, he is not around or being around anyone.
He's got Do Not Disturb turned on.
Would you like to? Okay. Would you like to contact him on the ship?
I'd like to contact Sovek.
Okay.
Shepard to Sovek.
Yes, Captain.
Sorry to disturb you. We are in orbit around a M-class planet, and I was wondering if you'd like to take some leave.
I do not believe so, sir.
Are you sure?
Quite sure.
In that case, I will leave you in charge of the Sovereign.
Very well. Sovek out.
I would like to order my senior staff to take a break, unless any would like to remain. Lieutenant,
Yes, Captain.
would you like to go down? Or do I have to order you to take a break?
I'll go down.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions for security precautions, just in case?
Type 1 phasers for anybody who goes down, sir.
Okay. Commander Temna, do you have any scientific things you'd like to bring with us?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I guess we're taking the captain's yacht for a picnic, guys. And Commander Sovek is not on comms, so he can't hear me say that. So, I'd like to order. I'd like to contact Sovek, if that's okay.
Sure.
Is that okay, Tony? Can I contact Sovek?
Yeah, I hit. Did you not hear the comm badge?
No, I didn't.
No.
Sorry.
Nope.
No,
Did you guys not hear it?
no,
No, we didn't.
it's muted.
You didn't hear that?
Like I said, he's on Do
there's
Not
a-
Disturb.
There's a mute button on.
Huh. That's weird.
I heard it. Okay, well
Hang on.
Oh,
Did you
weird.
hear that?
No.
What is going on?
If you hover over him, it says he's deafened.
All right, Collision 13 says they've heard it 4 times now.
They can hear it. I can hear it,
Okay.
but for some reason you guys can't hear it, which is weird.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Commander Sovek, could you please report to the bridge?
On my way, sir.
Did you just pull him out of his rest and relaxation so he could watch the ship while the rest of you go down and have rest and relaxation?
I did ask him to, would he like rest and relaxation, and he said no.
No, Captain. It's totally fine.
I'll let you call it the commander's ship if you like.
Well, there won't be anyone here to disagree with me, Captain.
Okay. I won't take a too long shift. I'm just going to take Dogtanian for a walk, and then you can go back to your holodeck program.
Very well, sir.
Okay. Is everyone excited for our picnic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Make sure to pack plenty of snacks. Just in case we have some surprise crash landing. I think we'd all like to make sure we had food.
So are you're
Yes,
planning?
it would be a shame if you had to resort to eating Porthos. Sovek says, not out loud to anyone.
You mean
Dogtanian.
Dogtanian?
Not Porthos. Gosh. Okay, let's go, campers, and don't make me turn this thing around.
So to be clear, you're asking everybody to report to the captain's yacht, or are you guys going to beam down?
Everybody reports to the captain's yacht.
Okay, all right. So
Not seeing that listed on the directory, Captain. I only see Commander's boat.
There, he's got his dig in it. Yeah.
so
Everybody report to the commander's boat, he said.
all right. So Lance, does Trailar want to bring anything with him, or just does he want to change? What's his how is he getting ready for this shore leave?
He's ready to go. He's got the equipment. He's got his Type 1 phaser and his tricorder.
Okay.
Who's bringing the sandwiches? Who's bringing the cakes?
And-
Who's bringing the blankets? These are important things you need.
These are important
What?
things.
Trailar doesn't need snacks because he just finished chicken wings.
Okay. Cannibalism going on. Okay. It's
Exactly.
replicated, so I'm sure.
All I can see is Trailar sitting sideways in the captain's chair with his feet hung over the armrest, with a plate of chicken wings as he's giving Temna commands to scan the planet and do this and do that. Hey, Captain, we're at the planet. Okay.
Sovek sniffs the air briefly as he takes the captain's chair, being
My
like,
cousin Steve is
"You were
delicious.
eating meat here, weren't you?"
Okay, so how is the science officer preparing for this excursion?
I'm just gonna find somewhere quiet to sit and hide from people.
But are you bringing anything with you? I'm assuming you obviously have your phaser and your tricorder. Are you bringing anything else? Any testing equipment? Anything? Or a picnic blanket? Or what? Any stuff that you're bringing with you? Or are you changing out of your uniform? Or
Just like a data pad so I can read through some like scientific stuff.
okay. And Hisar, how is Hisar preparing for this?
Phaser, tricorder, and changing into a recreational workout uniform.
Okay. And
How many Type 3s you got strapped to your back?
Sayar, how is Sayar getting ready for this?
Well, okay. So there's the standard loadout, the communicator, the tricorder, the phaser. I guess he's also going to be bringing the picnic basket. He stops by the replicator and just replicates one Starfleet regulation recreational outing supply crate.
Shepherd picnic basket 07.
Yeah.
Pre-programmed into the replicator by the captain.
Actually, Trailar does want to add one thing.
What would Trailar like to bring?
He's going to bring his satchel, and inside his satchel, he's going to replicate a 100-foot long ball of yarn.
Okay.
That's it. We'll talk about the rest later.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Tensions,
And is Sayar does Sayar want to bring anything else besides the picnic basket? The picnic basket. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, he does have to go back and synthesize a canine supplement 74 because that's not part of the standard Shepherd picnic basket 07 layout. But
But that's planned for 08.
Yeah. And are we touching down? Did the landing site we select, is it near a body of water?
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, then Sayar's going to bring a swimsuit and a towel. He's going to go for a dip.
Okay. So the crew goes to their respective quarters and stations and gets the materials that they describe they're getting. They all head down to the captain's yacht. Captain Shepard, how are you preparing for this?
Captain Shepard has just got a brand new leash and collar for Dogtanian. And he looks very smart and fitting in his new leash. I've also packed an extra picnic blanket, full picnic basket with Doritos and other snacks to share with everybody, and a surprise birthday cake for Dogtanian, because it's the 1 week anniversary of I don't know how long it's been, but he's getting a cake because it's his first ever walk on solid ground. So there you go.
Why didn't you pack some cheese instead?
It's a special doggy cake with cheese in
That's the supplement. That's
It's
the
a cream
K9
cheese.
supplement 74.
it. Yeah, it's a cream
It's
cheesecake.
a cheesecake.
Yeah, it's a cheesecake, exactly.
So in World War III, eugenics wars, the mankind on the brink, and fucking Dorito survives.
No. It's
Young-
like
young
synthahol.
brands make
It's like synthahol. It's made from plant protein, so it's healthy for you, but it tastes delicious and crunches exactly the same.
They always
No,
say that
exactly.
fake stuff tastes delicious.
Now, the Twinkies are actually vintage from
Because they
pre-World War III
they
and still are edible.
All right.
Hello, Raiders. How's
Hello,
it going?
Raid.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Greetings.
So we're just doing some Star Trek Adventures RPG live play. So the crew of the USS Sovereign has found a Class M planet to take some shore leave on, and they're gathering their picnic baskets and their Doritos and swimsuits and heading down to the planet. So, if everybody's got everything they want, yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So you all head down to the captain's yacht, which then disembarks from the ship, and heads down to the planet. Sorry, no sound effect. And heads down to the planet.
Thank you for the gift sub, Lance. You ended up giving it to Matt.
Oh, thanks, Lance. Getting so small.
So you approach and you touch down. And let's see. Oops. Oh, whoops. All right. So you touch down in a grassy field, and you'll have to forgive me. Do I have a map? Actually, I might have a map. This is what happens when the crew.
Just spend 20 seconds throwing something together in paint. We'll be fine.
Oh shoot! Where's all my
Check your backpack for the map.
Fill screen green, throw in a blue puddle, and you're good to go.
Hey, Trailer, do you know any travel non-copyrighted songs that we could sing while we are flying down to land?
Captain, do you know Gilbert and Sullivan?
Well, which Gilbert and Sullivan song?
The non-copyrighted one, of course.
Well,
They're all
that's
non-copyright.
all of them.
Yeah, they're all out of. They're all.
They're all public domain.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
Nice. All right, let me check one more
Well,
place, and then. If I don't have it.
Marcus suggesting a British tar.
I mean,
A British tar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a British tar.
it's the one
I'm
that
gonna-
they sing in. It's the one they sing in Nemesis.
Insurrection.
Oh, of
Insurrection.
course. Insurrection, yeah, where he's flying.
Oh,
yes.
Insurrection. Sorry, yeah, it's at the beginning of Insurrection.
Sing, Warp, sing.
I refuse to sing.
All right, I can't find my map collection. So you land. Just imagine a grassy knoll. So you land in a grassy knoll. You land in a grassy field, and
Steely Plaza.
and you and the back of the captain's yacht opens. You all take a few steps out, breathe in the fresh, clean air, the vibrant sort of teal, almost greenish sky. The very smooth clouds, and this sort of again, sort of a bluish green grass waving to and fro. There's some trees in the distance. There's a lake in the distance one way. There's some mountains that looks like it has some good hiking, maybe some caves. There's some shady spots underneath these very tall, very straight trees, and you all step out. You take a look around. You breathe in, and you sort of take in the crispness of the environment. And with that, we'll cut to commercial and take a 5-minute break. So join us. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and then we will see what happens on this shore leave mission.
Auto-destruct sequence armed.
And we're back. As you noticed, the countdown stopped at 101. Haha. So it didn't actually explode. Which is good because it took us a little bit longer to get back. So, thanks for sticking around. So the crew have stepped out of the captain's yacht. They're taking
Commander's boat.
Not now. You're on the ship. They've stepped out and they are, they see the full view of this pristine, luscious planet in front of them. So Captain Shepard, you're the first one off the boat. What would you like to do?
Okay, just before we go, I'm just going to go over some preliminary rules for this little excursion. Anywhere you go, just make sure you do a little scan on your tricorder to make sure there's no nasty things in the atmosphere where you are. And make sure to check in regularly. We don't want any spooky, scary, ghosty things taking anyone out or getting separated too far. Don't go with it out of a 2-mile range from here. You have 2 miles. That's enough to get to the beach. That's enough to go to the forest over there. But please don't go in the caves. I don't want any of you guys breaking your legs, and then we have to carry you out. It's going to be a nice, safe excursion. I don't want any, And if anyone starts hallucinating or seeing things straight away, just report that in. Okay, nothing is too small. It's going to be the safest holiday you guys ever had. Okay, any questions?
No questions, sir.
No. Good. Have fun.
All right. So where are you going, Captain Shepard?
I just want to say there is taunting fate, and then there is just straight up slapping your ass at fate.
Well, it's very clear that this crew has studied the mission reports of the Enterprise, the Voyager, and Deep Space Nine, because in every other Star Trek show, they just get out of the ship and like, hey, let's go walk around and have fun. And you guys are like, all right, everybody be careful, scan everything, don't eat anything, don't do this, don't do that, don't breathe, don't. So
don't even think
because
about having fun.
Too normal so far.
Yeah.
No caves. Caves are banned.
All right, so Captain Shepard, where do you head off to?
Well, Dogtanyan then runs straight past Captain Shepard, so he has to go grab the lead, which is he going to grab the lead? We don't know. What do you think, Tony? Does he grab the lead?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Okay. Captain Shepard just grabs the lead, and it's like, I guess we're going this way. Dogtanyan wants to go to the beach.
Go to the beach. Okay, so Shepard going to the beach. Okay. Next off the boat is Trailar, who steps off, spreads his wings, stretches his wings out, nice wide. Oh, just kind of feels the breeze. He's got his satchel, he's got his phaser, he's got his tricorder. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
I'm going to take off, and I am going to head towards flying over the forest.
Flying over the forest? Okay.
Enjoy your walk, Captain, and then takes off into the sky.
Okay. Next off is Temna. So she steps off and already has her pad out, ready to engage in scientific research reading, and almost doesn't even acknowledge the pristine beauty around her, as all she can think of is it's a chance to be alone with the latest research news of the Federation. So where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go in the opposite direction to the captain and the dog, because I can still hear Dogtanyan thinking about cheese.
So the opposite direction from the beach is towards the mountains, but there's a little bit of a wooded area, like sort of a more sparse wooded area between the field and the mountains there. So you head towards that. All right, so that leaves Hisar and Sayar. So you two step off and sort of feel the breeze on your whiskers. And what would you guys like to do?
Chief, do you have a moment?
Looking around at the lack of witnesses. Of course, Lieutenant.
First, I'd like to apologize for maybe being a little reckless with the craft and causing a bit of damage.
I mean, apology accepted, but I understand accidents happen, so no ill will there, besides the teeth glued right back in.
That's good to hear.
Not even a little bit of wiggle this time.
This time.
No one said dentistry was, part of the standard engineering training curriculum.
Good point. So,
I don't suppose you want any of this picnic basket, because it looks like everyone else is just kind of scattered to the winds.
I look down at it and... I suppose the captain did kind of forget about the picnic he was wanting to plan. What's in there?
Oh, that's right. I don't believe you've joined us for one of these excursions before. And pulls like the little mini pad out of the side of the crate and starts going through the quite extensive list of contents of this thing.
And what would that
M.
list?
Shepard doesn't mess around.
What would that list be? Can you tell us what's in it?
No.
It's classified.
It's classified.
Okay.
It is whatever the plot requires it to contain.
Okay. It's full of delicious plot.
Your standard photon grenade sandwiches, and
But remember, no Ractigino because he's allergic.
Exactly.
It's a mini portable replicator, but don't tell anyone.
Actually, he does pull out a a flask of Ractigino and says, "Oh, I see Commander Sovek's been in here again." But I believe he had something else to ask, Lieutenant.
Your history. I'm curious. Why Starfleet?
Has to put the basket down and kind of goes pensive for a moment. Because a life of sacrifice in service of a higher ideal was a hell of a lot better than what I had going on at the time. If your standards are low enough, it can be quite heavenly, in fact.
That's understandable.
I assume the captain has read you in on the full details.
At least some. I mean, I am the chief security officer of the ship.
That is fair.
Have you ever thought of the crew of the Sovereign as a clan? Since you have been here for a while.
Precisely, actually. Yes, I do.
Good.
I wouldn't bleed for anyone, for just anyone, you know. Plus, it helps to have your family, your clan go with you wherever you go. It means being a moving target.
True.
If I may,
Hey. Go ahead.
If I may ask in turn, I assume you are still in connect. I assume you're still in connection with your clan.
Yes.
Then, if you don't mind my asking, why Starfleet?
That's a good question. I wanted... something different. And our security seems maybe a little odd, considering I grew up back on the homestead on Cat. But that's where I felt my calling. The Sovereign's a new posting for me, and I'm trying to figure out how I fit in here. It's kind of difficult to do sometimes. It's nice that there's at least somewhat of a familiar face.
Well, given everything that you apparently know about me, I'm pleased to hear that I am still considered somewhat familiar. And if I may make a suggestion, Lieutenant, you are not going to find your place on the Sovereign. You have to make it yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
And scene?
And do you guys want to head towards a specific place, or are you parting ways?
What's in the box? Any cat treats in there?
What's in the box?
Shepherd to Sire, can you please? I left my spare box with snacks and the cake for Dogtanian because I got dragged away. Could you bring that to the beach for me? Over.
Yes, sir. Picnic delivery service is on its way.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Duty calls.
I'm gonna take a jog around the area.
At this moment, actually, right before they take off, I would like to sloop in, draping the ball of yarn right past the two cats.
So, as you two are sharing this moment that the captain has just interrupted, you sort of look at each other with this, affirming look per the conversation you just had. Both of you feeling a little bit better about everything. And just as Sayar is about to turn and walk towards the beach, this very faint sound of whooshing comes by, and a ball of yarn starts to dangle between the two of you.
Kitty, kitty, kitties!
Daggone it!
I don't necessarily have to have witnessed anything. Accidents happen, on uncharted worlds. They happen all the time. Sometimes quite deliberately.
Come on, Chief. You know you can't resist.
I take one claw, reach it up, and slice the string.
All right, that is going to be a daring fitness with a difficulty of 1.
Oh my goodness, I actually need to look at my stats. A daring fitness.
Yeah.
Wait, daring and fitness?
Sorry.
Okay.
I
mean, sure,
sorry.
I'll take the roll against 20.
Security daring. Security daring.
Security daring, okay. With, you said, a difficulty of 1?
Of 1, yeah. Difficulty of 1.
Okay.
And you are not
Sure,
allowed
with
to spend momentum.
Well, I wasn't going to spend momentum. You said it's a security check. What do I like to do with security check?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, threat?
Oh,
Gladly.
Yeah.
Gladly.
no.
I'm
This
gonna
is
need it.
supposed to be-
I'm gonna need it on this planet.
This is supposed to be a non-accident.
Is it 2?
Damn it.
Is it 2 you're giving me or 1?
No, just 1.
Just 1. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just getting 1 die. Yeah. Yeah, just for the heck of it. Hey, come on. All right, so you said security, daring,
Difficulty of 1.
difficulty of 1. Okay. Oh, there's a 7, there's an 8, and there's a 2. Those are all successes.
Okay. Any focuses that would apply?
Observation? Not that any of those numbers are away the 2.
No, I wouldn't say observation. It's pretty obvious what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah. You're kitty.
all
Oh,
right,
wait, hand to hand? No, it's not hand to hand.
Yeah. So that was 3 successes total?
Yeah.
All right. So you have 2 floating momentum if you choose to do anything. Do you want to? So you're going to successfully complete the test, but do you want to spend that momentum doing anything else, or do you want to bank it?
I'll just bank it.
All right. So you'll bank that. And
So I
then,
reach up, I slice the thread, and I said, "Hey, thanks." Pick up the ball.
Yep. So now you're holding the yarn ball.
Yep, and take it with me.
And so Sayar turns to head towards the beach with both baskets. You have yours and you have the captain's. Okay. And then Hisar, where are you heading?
Just around the area, just to explore
Just
the
sort
different
of
areas.
the field, just sort of walking around
Yeah,
the field at the
meander.
ship's. Okay. All right.
Light jog.
So you sort of take off jogging. And Trailar, as you're circling around the 2, she swipes at it, and you're now just holding a long piece of string. What would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and drop it, and then to just chuckle as I fly away. I
Okay.
said I knew I should have replicated catnip inside the yarn.
And
I thought I died, buddy cat.
are you heading back towards the forest? Like above the forest?
No, I'm gonna follow the beach line.
Okay.
The forest was more of a distraction, so they saw me fly away.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Trailar just violated whatever diversity inclusion rules there are on the Sovereign.
So
HR.
So speaking of the Sovereign, we'll cut back to the bridge of the Sovereign, and there is only Sovek remaining in command.
So Sovek just, like, pretty much as soon as they all left, just had a general order, keep a sensor lock on the shore leave party, and then basically just he has a pad with him and is just essentially sitting in the captain's chair reading a novel.
And that's it?
Yep.
All right. All right, so we'll go back down to the planet, and Captain Shepard and Dogtanian are approaching the beach, and they are watching the green water with pink foam roll up onto the shore. It's this sort of iridescent gray pebble beach, and you two approach it.
Okay, Dogtanian, slow down. That's a good boy. Well done. Okay, well, unfortunately you rushed out, so I don't have the cheese, but Uncle Sayar's going to be bringing it. So we'll be having some cheese in a little bit. But until then, how about we play a little bit of fetch? Yeah? Yeah, you like that, boy? Like fetch? Okay. Well, I'm going to get this stick. So Captain Shepard picks up the stick off the ground. And I'm going to throw it. Which way I'm going to throw it? That way. And he throws it.
All right, that's going to be a command fitness with a difficulty of 1.
Command fitness. 9. Command difficulty of 1. And I just roll 2 dice, yeah?
Yep, unless you want to purchase more.
I am just going to roll.
Or you can
2
pay me
dice.
threat. That's fine, too.
No, I'm okay. Okay.
For no reason in particular, how much threat does it cost to just decloak a Romulan Diderodex out of nowhere?
It costs equal to the size of the ship.
So
I
five
think
or
a
six.
Diderodex is probably a 6. So it would cost 6. I think it's 6 momentum. To spontaneously bring in a ship, it costs whatever the scale size of the ship is.
So you have enough for 2, is what you're saying.
I do, but it would be lame if they just appeared on the planet.
Okay, well,
Concerned about the planet.
Look, you guys are on an unexplored, uninhabited planet. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
everything could possibly go wrong.
Exactly.
Well, I just got 2 successes.
2 successes? Okay.
Mhm.
So that gives you 1 floating momentum. Do you want to do anything with it?
Bank it, please.
Bank it, he says. All right. Good, because you're going to need it. I mean, anyway. Whoops. So you throw the stick. You throw it just exactly where you want it to go. It hits. Dogtanian excitedly runs after it, grabs the stick, brings it back to you.
Okay, and I'd like to do my like I instructed everyone, a little scan of the facility, just in case the water might be poisonous to me or contain anything that might want to eat me. So I'm going to do my little scan.
So you're going to scan the water?
I'm going to scan the water just in case.
I thought he already said there's only small aquatic creatures.
That is what I said, but
Yeah.
I'm now looking for like poisonous things, like that there could be Ractigino in the water and I might die. So I'm checking for allergens and things.
all right. So that's going to be a science reason with a difficulty of 1.
Well, that was 2 fails.
So 0 successes?
0 successes.
No 20s?
No 20s. No.
Darn. Okay. So you take out your tricorder and you sort of bend down, you kneel down, you're doing a scan of the water, and there seems to be some interference. It's just the tricorder is just not really registering anything in the water. You can definitely tell the chemical makeup of the water as far as what elements are, the H, the 2, the hydrogen, the oxygen, the nitrogen, but it's for some reason the tricorder is not picking up anything else. It's not even picking up any life signs, although you can clearly see that there are fish in the water.
Shepard to Sire.
Yes, sir. I am on my way.
When you get here, I'm going to need you to do a scan for me because my tricorder isn't working.
Acknowledged, sir.
Thank you. And I will give you some of my Doritos. And I haven't told you, but there is a surprise for you in the Dogtanian surprise kit. But don't look in there. But there is a surprise for you there, too.
Is that bribery for making people work when they're on shore leave?
Always.
Yeah, there is that little fact that we're now on shore leave, and oh wait, the engineers gotta go fix thing.
Would you like to do anything else before Sayar arrives?
I'm just gonna lie on the beach.
Okay. And Dogtanian is just running around, just free. Okay.
Chasing his tail.
Okay. All right. So a few moments later, Sayar appears. He's carried 2 big picnic baskets all the way from the captain's yacht to the beach, and he now arrives, comes over, sets the baskets down.
Okay.
Right, so where's our misbehaving tricorder?
Here it is, but just before we do, pass me the basket.
Hands over the basket.
Okay.
Not
So-
betraying any emotions.
So
Not making any sudden movements.
I was hearing the ensigns and a particular engineering ensign I sort of heard around that this was very popular for engineers, and as you have been amazing, as you always are, I got you a T88. It's a tricorder with a purple stripe. Huh? T88? No? Yes? Maybe?
I haven't told anyone how much I wanted a T88 with the purple stripe.
Yes! Nailed it. There you go. T88 for being the best engineer in the fleet.
Damn, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, would you like some cheesecake?
God, it's even. You see, it's even a low serial number model too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've been saving this one for a while. Anyway, have fun.
You did want me to fix your tricorder now, though, right, sir?
Yes, please.
He meant have fun fixing my tricorder.
All right.
Gumball Kennison wants to know if that T88 was still in the box.
Mint condition.
Do you plan on opening it, or are you just going to display it on your shelf? In the packaging.
No, he is going to use it day in, day out in front of the rest of the engineering staff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We may be post-scarcity. This may be a post-scarcity society, but there's still swag.
Mm-hmm.
The T88 is the modern cat toy.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the little phaser pointer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to proceed to? What would you like to do with the captain's tricorder?
I mean, first we have to run. First, it's just the level 1 diagnostic. See what turns up there.
Okay. So you take out your legendary tricorder, and be a difficulty of 1, and it'll be engineering reason.
All right. Of course, when it matters the most, 2 1s.
2 1s?
Yeah.
Do you have any focuses?
Yes. In fact, the brand new troubleshooting focus.
All right. So that's going to be 5 successes. So you'll get 4 floating momentum. You can bank 1, and you have 3 remaining. Would you like
focuses
to?
have been relevant? I thought ones were automatic crits.
Oh
Ones
yeah,
are
no,
okay,
sorry, you're
yeah.
right. You're right. So you have 3. You have 3. So you have 3 momentum, extra momentum. You can bank up to 1. So you have 2 remaining that will go away, unless you would like to use them for something.
I'll use 1. Okay, before I use them, what do I find out from the scan?
You find out that the reason the tricorder didn't work was because there was some cheese wedged in the scanning input sensor, and it appears as though it's a few days old as well. So it appears as though just clearing that out should allow the tricorder to scan correctly.
Dogtanion's new chew toy.
He's pack.
All right. Well, I'm going to use the 2. I'm going to use one of those 2 to get more to obtain more information about.
So it
What
does have
kind
to.
of cheese is it?
It does have to. Yeah.
Was it easy cheese?
Is that? Are you asking what kind of cheese it was?
Regrettably, no. I was going to try and get information about the environment that that Captain Shepard was trying to scan, because cheese isn't necessarily the only thing going on here.
So it does the use of the momentum does have to do with the diagnostic that you're running.
Mm-hmm.
So it does have to pertain to the tricorder itself.
Well, ass.
Well, wouldn't actually completing the scan and making sure it worked be part of the diagnostic? Like he's cleared the cheese?
It would if that's what he told me he was doing.
Dude.
You know the line, Sayar. Use the line.
That makes
I cast
perfect
Eldritch
sense.
Blast. No, that's a different game.
So you would like to use a momentum to test the tricorder.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Lance. That's what I meant all along.
So so you clear out the cheese, and you then reinitialize the scan, and directing it towards the body of water, and you see that it's working just fine. You get clear readings on the water composition, the life forms therein. Nothing appears to be dangerous within the scanning range of the tricorder, and everything appears to be functioning properly. So you have 2 floating momentum left. I'm assuming you probably want to bank one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do with the last one?
What does it cost to get an opportunity, or make an opportunity, create opportunity?
To create an advantage.
Isn't that 2 momentum?
Where's my?
Create opportunity is
You know, this
1.
this GM screen is not particularly helpful in a lot of ways.
But creating an opportunity for that it only applies to that task, so that would,
Correct. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
not
But can't you
Here-
create a general advantage for the scene?
advantage for the scene. Yes, that is
Yeah.
2.
Okay. That is 2. Well, I got 1. All right. Actually, the other
I mean,
one,
you have
the other,
2. You have 2 just
I thought
without
I-
banking it. So if you don't bank the extra one, then you have 2. Like you have 2.
no,
You
well-
have 2 available right now. I mean, you have 7 available at the moment, but I'm assuming that you want to bank some of it.
I want to bank 1, and the other one. Really, the other one, I will ask, what kind of cheese is it? Because that might help indicate where it came from.
It is, of course, the best cheese in the world, which is smoked Gouda.
Oh,
Not Camembert. Not cheddar. Not Wensleydale.
Wensleydale, come on.
Smoked
It's
Gouda.
got to be Wensleydale. No, it's got to be Wensleydale. Come on.
Is that what it is? Whatever that is.
He's a British captain. It's got to be Wensleydale. Come
Brits
on.
are arguing about cheese
Only
again.
if it's lemon flavor, not that cranberry crap.
No. It's Wensleydale with white chocolate. That is the best cheese.
Okay, chat. You can decide what cheese it is.
Oh my god.
All
All right. You guys let me know when you're
No,
done. I'll be over here getting a
sorry.
drink.
Sorry, y'all.
Everybody's picking
Gumball
Wallace
Kinnison
and
is
Gromit.
accurate.
Go drink your ranch water.
Cheese, Gromit. Cheese.
I do need a refill in ranch
Yeah,
water,
that's a
but-
good point. Anyone who drinks something called ranch water, I feel, doesn't deserve an opinion on cheese.
The best cheese to go ranch water is the Easy Cheese squeeze bottle.
Blue cheese. That's good, Lord. Blue cheese.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know
I'm
what
so
it is, but that sounds horrifying.
I'm so upset that I even told you guys what ranch water was now. All right. So it's
I mean,
whatever
It's okay. Clearly, we weren't paying attention.
whatever stinky British cheese Captain Shepard likes to feed his dog is in the tricorder. All right.
Okay, then I will hold out the chunk of
Wensleydale.
regrettable cheese that I pulled out of the tricorder, and I'm just going to hold it up to him with a eyebrow of judgment.
I have no idea how that got there.
For the completeness of the diagnostic, you should really taste it.
Yeah.
Hold on,
D'Artagnan cheese.
What's my fitness? Mm.
Extra mature cheddar.
That's-
now that's good cheese.
No, that's playing with fire.
No, it would be a it would be a medicine insight check if you were to taste the cheese. or a medicine daring. I'll let you decide.
Please don't taste the cheese.
I have not gotten this far by being absolutely reasonable in all my decisions. Hell with it. We're going on a cheese tasting party.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
I think he's gonna spend some threat now.
Oh no!
This is Romulan Dideradex
All right.
cheese.
This is. This tastes like neutrino emissions.
So before I roll, it is going to be insight medicine, right?
Yes, I will let you choose either medicine insight or medicine daring, because what you're doing is crazy.
I
That
didn't say I was going
sounds
to eat
like
it.
judgment.
I didn't say I was eating it. I'm just tasting it.
All right, it is going to be a difficulty of 2.
God.
I just get the feeling that his stats are in these are not good.
Can the ship assist? Like, I'll be ready with a transporter.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Phaser it from there?
It's for your own good.
If I see a bad reaction to the cheese, I'm beaming him immediately to sickbay.
I just want to stress, I'm not ingesting it. I'm only tasting it.
All right. So Sayar puts the cheese on his tongue.
9 and a 2, baby.
Do you have any focuses that apply to cheese tasting?
I mean, there's the special one because this is kind of a crime against existence. Other than that, life support systems.
No. All right. So
I'm going to stretch troubleshooting again. As in this problematic cheese that we are trying to deal with.
It is part of a diagnostic.
If you were
It is.
if you were a dog, I would say yes. But I mean, sorry, a doctor, I would say yes. But I'm gonna go ahead and say no. The focus doesn't apply. But anyway, you successfully. So you take the cheese, and after he says he has no idea where it came from, you kind of believe him a little bit. So you decide to look at it, and the more you look at it, you just can't help wonder, and you bring it closer to your face, and you kind of sniff it, like
No.
with your cat nose, and
Not
then
like that.
and oh, sorry, how would you sniff it?
I do the responsible, safe thing when you're dealing with potentially hazardous chemicals, and you hold the sample and you waft it towards.
Oh, and you waft it. Okay, yes, you waft. You
Like a
waft
fine wine.
You waft the cheese towards you, and you stick out your tongue.
Shout out to all my organic chemists out there. Anyway.
And you start to place it on different areas of your tongue, so you can hit each taste bud cluster to figure out what it is, and then you look at him and you say, "Yes, that's what it is."
And then you get knocked out.
Gotta do it once every mission. Well, that was fascinating. Sir, anything else?
You can go have fun.
Thank you, sir. I'll consider that permission to be dismissed.
Indeed, dismissed.
And where would you like to head, Sire?
He's going to lay out his beach towel away from D'Artagnan and the food, because if you remember, D'Artagnan regards Chief Sire poorly. That is actually a thing that mechanically happened. And, I mean, we weren't reckless enough with the mystery cheese. Let's go for a dip.
All right.
You're not supposed to swim after eating.
So
Tasting is
15
fine.
minutes.
you head away from the captain along the beach line. Once you're a distance away where you feel comfortable, you lay out your beach towel. You set your tricorder, your phaser down next to the towel, and you start to head into the water. So we'll cut to Temna, who is approaching the the sparse tree line of the forest area between her and the mountains, and what would she like to do?
I can see that there's a nice tree that looks comfortable to sort of sit underneath. So I'm just going to go and sit there and quietly read.
And what science reports are you reading about?
I am reading about new scanner technology, seeing as I seem to do a lot of scanning.
Excellent. So you find the perfect tree, you settle in, and continue reading on your pad, and just sort of relax. As you're sitting there, the wind kind of picks up a little bit, and you start to smell this fragrance, and you look up, and a couple trees away at the base of a tree is this little cluster of purple flowers, and they're very, very gently releasing an aroma, a polleny aroma.
Run. Just run.
Kill it with fire.
Maybe I should go and scan those flowers.
Immediate orbital strike.
Yes. Destroy the triffids.
So they catch your attention. You stand up. You walk over. You take out your tricorder, and it would be a science reason, a difficulty of 0 though. So and you have maximum momentum. You don't have to roll if you don't want to.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. So you scan the flower, and as you're getting the readings and the composition of the flower, there's certain compounds that are not necessarily identifiable, but they're very similar to other compounds, and you start to look at the compounds, and there's something about them that isn't necessarily familiar, but you just kind of have this uneasy, this very faint uneasy worry about the combination of compounds in it. You do have two extra momentum to spend if you would like to use them.
I think I'll use one of those, yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Is there any more information I can gain about the flowers?
Yeah. So there's just something about the combination that sort of catches you a little bit. So you take out your pad, and you bring up one of the previous reports that you read. One of the previous studies that you read a few weeks ago, and you go to the section and you start to read, and you realize that you've seen this chemical composition before, and you just kind of look up from your pad and go, oh no. And then we cut to Dogtanian, who is sniffing around the beach line and the grass line where the beach meets the grass, and he's sniffing around and rummaging through, and then he comes upon a small cluster of those same flowers and starts to lick them and starts to eat them, and he actually just eats all of them. There's like 4 or 5 flowers, and he just eats all of them. And then he starts sniffing around for more, and then all of a sudden he's like, and he kind of stops, and he almost looks dizzy, you know, if a dog could look dizzy, and he kind of falls over, and then cut to Captain Shepard, who's, you know, a little bit ways away, and you're just kind of setting up your picnic, setting up your cake and whatnot. And you kind of hear him. You hear something in the distance, like you know, an unhappy Dogtanian.
Dogtanian. Here, boy.
And he doesn't
gets
respond. Yeah, he does. There's no response from Dogtanian. He doesn't come running over.
I'm gonna go over to Dogtanian. I'll try and find him, and
Yep.
So I see him lying down.
So you don't see him yet. You
Okay.
go towards the noise, but you do see the flowers and the eaten flowers, and then you see some regurgitated flowers. So clearly he was trying to get them back up, and you sort of and then you see some paw marks in the grass, and it heads over towards sort of a rock formation, and you continue to call him, you know, here, boy, here, Dogtanian, and you start hearing some whimpering from behind the rock. And as you walk around the walk, you notice that the paw prints have now turned into like big scratch prints, and you think, oh my gosh, there's something is attacked Dogtanian. And when you come around the rock, and you finally come upon Dogtanian, you are in shock at what you are seeing, and all of a sudden there is growling and menacing. And I will show you, if you can see the. Can you guys all see the stream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you see when Dogtanian comes around, and I will put it.
Oh, bye.
I will.
It was leg day at the gym.
Whoa.
Dogtanian is now larger and darker, and
Cocaine Dogtanian.
and has these red eyes and is growling at you, and he's all muscular, and he's grown about 4 times the size, you know, of his normal, and then he looks as though he's about to attack you, and that is where we will end for tonight. So thank you everybody for watching. You can join us again hopefully next week. We'll continue the adventures of the crew of the USS Sovereign, and now a very menacing looking Dogtanian. And we'll see what happens on the next installment. So thank you again for watching tonight. Tomorrow night, we're doing our Priority 1 Armada live stream, where we'll be playing Star Trek Online, and we start our yearly March Mirror Month. In which we have theme nights for the Terran universe. We do Terran TFOs, we do Terran battle zones, and all kinds of fun stuff. We dress up. We have different characters in Terran outfits and fly Terran ships and all that. So join us tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be hosting that along with Nova and Panda. And then on Tuesday is Accolade Hunter with James.
Yes. We will be continuing the Iron Man challenge, where I explode a lot. Essentially, I have to play through Star Trek Online with a T1 Miranda. I'm not allowed to equip any gear that is higher than white. And I have to I'm not allowed to upgrade my T1 Miranda at all. It has to stay with the same basic gear it came with, or
Wow.
upgrade any traits. And I just have to play through the entire game as a level 1.
Is that even
essentially.
possible?
That's what we're doing.
Wow. Well, tune in for that hilarity. And then on Wednesday, check our YouTube channel for Checking Out the News with James and Sarah. And then on Thursdays, it is TFO Thursdays, which I think is at 8 p.m. Eastern. Is that right?
That's right.
Thank you. Where members of the Priority 1 Armada get together and they run TFOs over and over again. We stream that live on our Twitch and YouTube channels, so check that out as well. And then join us again next Friday when we continue the adventures of the USS Sovereign, the Beach Day episode, which has taken a turn. And thank you to our patrons for supporting us. We really appreciate everything you guys do, and you help us to bring these shows by providing the support that we need for the IFTT services, the website, and the broadcasting software, all that stuff. So thank you guys for that as well. And check out our website at priority1armada.com for the time being. And then we will trek you all later. So say good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Don't forget to go over to our Twitter and enter our monthly giveaway to win 10 lockbox keys, a T6 upgrade token, and a fleet ship module. So go throw your hat in the ring and you get yourself some free stuff. Bye, guys. Let's rubber raid.